The Balance Doctor. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode of The Kim Jacobs Show. Be sure to subscribe to The Kim Jacobs Show right on YouTube. Turn on your notification bell to all so you never miss a beat. And guess what? Every time you watch, you're going to receive a real relevant and relatable guest that's going to share with you a piece of the puzzle on this journey called life that will help you be able to manage just a little bit smoother. At the end of the day, the Kim Jacobs Show goal is to be able to provide balance to the world, one household at a time.
Kim Jacobs Show. You're watching Kim Jacobs Show.
Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode of The Kim Jacobs Show. I can see that you all are already coming into the virtual studio audience. How are you, my beautiful panel today? How is everyone? Doing great, right? We're waving because we're on mute, y'all, some of us. So anyway, we are so excited. Today we have some of the directors from Believe in Your Dreams Network. You cannot get to be a part of something better than a whole network called Believe in Your Dreams. So I'm quite excited to have each and every one of these directors here. We also, I can see our vice president of the network backstage. So we're going to be pulling her in and letting her have some words in a few moments as well. Everybody grab your virtual seats, share the broadcast. Share the broadcast. Let people know that we are here on the air. And when we come back right after this commercial break, we're going to jump right in so that no one misses an opportunity to hear some of these jaw-dropping shows that are right there within your fingertips. You know, it's like you reach for something, you're like, I can reach for it, but I can't feel it. You're going to be able to reach for it, and you're going to be able to feel the energy that's right here virtually on this platform. So thank you for tuning into the Kim Jacobs Show. We'll be right back after this commercial break, and you're going to hear from Tanisha Ramsay first, Vice President of Believe in Your Dreams Network. We'll be right
I'm
back.
attorney Kenneth D. Snow, and at the Snow Legal Group, justice is our job.
For more than 20 years, Attorney Snow has been fighting for justice and winning cases in the Carolinas by providing aggressive representation in criminal defense, domestic violence, family law, serious injury, and wrongful death. If you've been injured or lost a loved one in an accident, including tractor trailer or rideshare, you need the Snow Legal Group by your side, fighting for justice and fighting for you. Visit snowlegal.com. Call 704-358-0026 for a free virtual consultation. Located at 6827 Fairview Road, Suite D in South Park.
All right, everyone. I am so happy to have this panel here with us today. And we're going to start things off because last time we had Dr. Nicole Peters, the president of Believe in Your Dreams Network, right here. Today, we are blessed to have the vice president of Believe in Your Dreams Network, BID. And everybody knows, if you don't know, then you're going to learn right now that we want you to be typing in the whole time, beep, beep. I don't even know if I said that right. Oh, gosh, I'm new to this. So I'm like, I got to get my beep, beep to sound a lot more professional. But beep, beep, type in beep, beep. And we want y'all to hashtag that the whole broadcast. Beep, beep. We'll find out what that means. Welcome so much to you, Tanisha Ramsay. How are you today?
I am great and so honored to have the privilege to get to meet you today for the first time. I watched Monday, and it was just a fabulous show. Working with Dr. Peters side by side is such a blessing, along with all the other beautiful men and women that are on the network. So I'm blessed just to be called anything next to or with Believe in Your Dreams Network, let alone the vice president. I'm so humble. It's never about a position. We're all just as important as the person next to us on the left and the right. But to be called the vice president and to have the responsibility to walk this vision out of Believe in Your Dreams television network with a visionary like Dr. Nicole Peters, it's an honor and it's a pleasure. And I'm just a humble servant willing to do anything that she needs me to do. So that's what the vice president does. Whatever she needs me to do, that's what I do.
And you know what? I can see why you're the vice president. Just from that alone, you're about building other people up. And actually, according to your bio, you are a transformative leader, purpose to help not only Dr. Peters, but to help women worldwide break shame and guilt and cycles that keep us stuck in survival mode. You're also a global influencer, 2-time best-selling author of Daring to Love and 911 No More Fear. There are so many things that you bring to the table, but I am excited today about you being the vice president of this network. When you help people break these cycles of shame and guilt, and the name of your show is She Thrives Now. She Thrives Now, Inc., right?
Yes.
I want to hear from you specifically. What made you name your particular show that? And how are you helping women and just people in general break the cycle of shame and guilt?
Well, I chose that name because having a mindset to thrive, you have to be intentional. We all know how to survive, right? That's why we're still here. But going from survival mode to thriving mode takes deliberate, intentional actions of your mindset. And I believe that once we get out of survival mode, you can only reach your best self when you start to look at yourself as thriving. I no longer am trying to survive. I have nothing to prove, but I do have a responsibility. You have a responsibility to share and show what is possible for women that have been through things like you have been through, to show them this side of it, to show that they can become greater than they ever thought that they could become. When I was working in the strip club and I, was smelling alcohol and the stench of funky breath and sweaty underarms, I never thought that I could be a best-selling author. I never thought that one day I would even open my own business, be a master's prepared registered nurse. See, those women that are still in those spaces where they're not yet becoming their best self and they're in survival mode, you don't know if they're in that situation just to keep a roof over their head, just to keep food on their table. So I never have a judgmental view of why someone is doing what they have to do to get by. But once you get out of that mode, you have to start thinking, what was I born to do? What can I break off of someone else? See, shame and guilt break when you become transparent about your story, when you start sharing your testimony, when you start giving God the credit for everything that he's done in your life, and you stop letting pride and ego seal your lips and stop acting like you've had it all together all of your life, because you had not, and you didn't get there alone. You got there on a lot of people's backs, a lot of people's prayers, and most of all, that door was open for you because God knew he can trust you. And since God trusts me, I'm going to use my voice to say, yes, I've been through some things. I know what it's like to be in abusive relationships. I know what it's like to not feel like you're worthy because I was bullied and molested from a young age by family. I know what it's like to feel like all you have to give someone is your body and nothing else. I know what it's like to disconnect yourself from who you are, because as long as you didn't have my heart or have my spirit, you didn't have me, really. You just had my body. So many women out there, my sisters, even brothers, are disconnected from who they are because they had to disconnect their body from their spirit. But now that God's spirit lives inside of me, and I know that this body is the temple that holds my spirit, there is no shame that's going to seal my lips. I am going to thrive, and I'm going to continue to help other women thrive by sharing the things that I've been through, so they can say, hey, if she did it, if she could survive rape, molestation, all kinds of abuse, near homelessness, everything that she went through, and she became a CEO, a registered nurse, a master's prepared registered nurse, now the vice president of Believe in Your Dreams Television, a television empire that's going to be all over the world in 200 plus countries, in millions of homes. And where did I start out at? It's not where you start, it's where you finish. It's not who you are in the best of times, it's who you can become in those times where you weren't your best self. So that's why I named the show She Thrives Now.
Girl, you done preached up in here. Everybody unmute yourselves right now. Wait a minute. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it right now. And I know what y'all gonna do. I know what y'all gonna yell out. I know exactly what you're gonna yell out. Everybody unmute yourself. And on the count of 3, what are we yelling out? 1,
Beep,
2,
Three.
3.
beep, beep,
Beep, beep, baby.
Yes,
Oh
yes.
my goodness, y'all. Okay, I don't know how many shows are on Believe in Your Dreams Network, but I am telling you that I want every single show that exists on the network to come here on the Kim Jacobs Show. When I say it's such an honor and a privilege, and my whole like vibe is like, I feel like you cannot tell me. I used to film at the old Jim and Tammy Faye Baker studio, right? I feel like I'm at the old Jim and Tammy Faye Baker studio right now, on stage with all of y'all there with our whole studio audience. I am in my own world over here, y'all, right here in my home office. You would think I am somewhere real. I am loving everything that you just shared. It's so inspiring. And some of the things that I take away from what you're saying is never being judgmental, not knowing what a person's circumstances or situations are, to be able to even determine why they are where they are, but to be able to have them learn how to thrive by tuning into your broadcast is going to change the lives of so many people. What step would you, if you don't mind, just sharing one tip with them right now until they tune in that can help them break free now, today? Do this. You out of there. You out of that shame and guilt right now.
Right now, you have to pay attention to your time. Time is the only asset you have. Every second that ticks away, that's a second gone. Every minute, every hour. So being as though time is the only thing that you own and you can't get anything back, be very intentional about setting your time up to have a productive mindset, a productive day. Don't let the day just have you. Have your day. And if you don't manage your time, you can't get anything done. If you let things just keep coming in and whoever wants to pull you in this direction, you're over here, and whoever wants to pull you over here, you're there, you are not going to be able to accomplish your goals and dreams. Manifestation of your goals and dreams is one thing, but without a plan, without goals, without your milestones, your 3 months, your 6 months, your year, your time being planned out, you're not going to get the results that you're looking for. So use the most precious gift that you have, which is time, and plan out your entire day, your entire week, the next 3-6 months. Where do you want to be at? Time is our greatest asset. Remember that. That's the only thing that you have is time. Don't give it away, and be intentional about how you spend your time. Don't waste it. It's the most precious gift that you can give somebody. And don't spend time around people that aren't going anywhere or that are complacent with where you are. Get uncomfortable. Be okay with being uncomfortable. Let me tell you this real quick. The reason why I'm the vice president of Believe in Your Dreams Network is because I was okay with being uncomfortable and starting over. See, as a CEO and being clinical leadership for the last 10 years in the clinical world of nursing and the hospital administration world, I knew that like the back of my hand. I had to say, you know what? I'm a senior there. I'm willing to go back down and be a freshman with a new era, a new thing that God wants to do. He closed that chapter. He opens up a new chapter. He allows you to reinvent yourself. If you believe and stop depending on only what you had been. See, it's not what we were. It's not what happened in the past. It's who are you now. That's why my website is called Tanisha Now, because I'm not worried about who I used to be or even who I'm going to be. But how do I show up in this moment right now? Only I know if I'm showing up 100%. You don't know. But the biggest accountability partner you have is yourself, because only you know how great you are. So use your time, use it wisely, and don't give it away. It's the most valuable asset you have.
Wow. Okay. We're gonna be yelling out beep beep all day. Beep beep is bottom line. Okay, listen, y'all. How do we stay connected with you, and how do they connect? How do they just tune into you some kind of way?
Yeah, absolutely. They can find me on Facebook or Instagram as Tanisha Ramsey. My website is my email is contact Tanisha Now, or Tanisha, TANEISHAR, at believeinyourdreamstv.com. That's the best email. You can email me, say, hey, I have a show idea. You can message me on Facebook, inbox message me, say, hey, you know what? I have a voice and I have something to say, and we'll listen to you. We want to give all the voiceless people out there an opportunity to share their voice, to share their message with the world. That's what Believing Your Dreams is all about. It's about believing in you, believing that you have what it takes, because you do, because you've been created by the master. You are a masterpiece. You are the head and not the tail. You are first and not last. And see, we have to remember that. That's the thing.
Okay.
We got to remember who we are.
So Tanisha Nichelle Ramsey on all social media, right? And that email one more time, because I heard two different emails. Give it to me one more time.
Yes. It's Tanisha, TANEISHAR, at believeinyourdreamstv.com. And then my Facebook community is She Thrives Now. So you can look up She Thrives Now and join our Facebook community, and you'll have some resources, some tools, some things that help you change your mindset. Believing your dreams is all about believing in who you are.
Okay. Well, there you have it. It's so many different ways for you to stay connected with this powerhouse. We're getting ready to hear from a woman that let me put this person over here. And I am excited to have Nicole Roberts here with us today. How are you, Nicole? Let me make sure you're unmuted. Say it again.
Hi. Thank you very much. I'm blessed. Thank you. Blessed and highly favored.
I am seeing that all over you, seeing that blessed and high level of favor all over you. Now, you have the show Never Stop Praying Global. And when I saw you come on, I was like, I know it's something to do with prayer. I knew it was something to do with prayer. Okay. Nicole B Roberts is a change agent, an executive director at Believe in Your Dreams television network, and she is a channel owner, TV show host, inspirational speaker, transformational coach, author, book publisher, blogger, and podcast host. You name it, she pretty much has worn that hat. And I am excited to have you here today. Talk to us about your broadcast.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So Never Stop Praying Global, it's aired on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. GMT time. And that's because I'm in the UK, which is why it's GMT time. So Never Stop Praying Global was birthed from the scripture 1 Thessalonians 5:17, which says never stop praying. So we added in global because when you pray, things happen, things change. We're supposed to pray until something happens, until something shifts. Pray until you break through. So when you pray, we know that prayer goes to places that we've never been or we could probably never reach. And I am a walking testimony of prayer. Because I prayed, that's how I am on the Believe in Your Dreams television network right now with Dr. Peters and Tanisha, because through prayer. So Never Stop Praying Global is where we agree and we align with the word of God to change the world, to go into boardrooms, to go for things to just change, because it can go through time, matter, space. That's what happens when you pray. So you never stop praying. Even though you pray and nothing happens, that's when the miracle begins. That's when we see God actually, his hand moving. Dr. Miles Monroe says that when you pray, you invite God, you call heaven to earth. You invite God's hand to move. It's about empowering and equipping people to pray God's promises that are yes and amen, to reach into the boardrooms, to reach into the corridors of power, to do things that we could never do, to acknowledge our limitations and let God be in every matter, every struggle, every storm, every trial that we face, where it says that we defeat the enemy by the blood of the Lamb, by our testimony, and not worrying about our lives. That's where Never Stop Praying Global is all about, because God is able to do exceedingly abundantly more than we ask, think, dream, imagine, more than our highest prayers, through the mighty power, through the greatness that lives in you and me, through all of us.
Wow. You mean to take you took a breath? Did you take a breath after what in the world, girl? That right there. You're gonna have everybody slain in the spirit.
I took a breath.
Every person slain in the spirit. If they come into, I can feel it just from a virtual perspective. So I cannot even imagine if I'm physically there and you start laying some hands on me, I'm gone. I'll be like, that's it. That's it. I'm gone. Because it doesn't matter where I am. I can go right all the way in. I am excited about your broadcast. What do you recommend that people do when it comes to, they may say, you know what, Nicole, it's been so much happening across the land. Over 800,000 people have passed away, and due just to COVID alone, not cancer, not other stuff, just dealing with COVID complications. And I don't have any scripted questions for you all. I told y'all backstage, we're just having a conversation here. And to know
Yes.
that you are in UK, is that where you are? Where are you?
Yes, I'm in the UK.
So for you're in the UK, so
hear
you
me?
know even worldwide,
Yes.
the pandemic has hit across the globe, even in the millions. You know, we know that. So my question to you is, what word of encouragement can you share with the viewers today to really encourage them to still even believe in prayer in the midst of everything that's been going on? I'm gonna take a commercial
would
break
say-
because I put you on the spot, and then when we come back, because I got to get all my sponsors in anyway, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna give you a chance to answer
Thank
that
you.
question. Is that fair, everybody? Don't forget to, as you put your comments over here, I will be flooding those comments in shortly with a flash round because I have so many people on the show. I know y'all like, oh, Kim, you tripping. You know, you normally put our comments up and you trying to act like you don't see them. I see them. I will be going to your comments and flooding them in very shortly. Okay. But I want to make sure I give everybody here today a chance to talk about their programs. And that's going to be a blessing just to you as you watch that. We'll be right back.
It's not just another day, it's a brand new day, full of all the fun, love, and laughter you and your family create. Silver Shield Security understands feeling at home means feeling safe and happy. No credit checks, no contracts. We offer payment arrangements, and we'll even give you a free door camera. Find out how we can brighten your day even more at silvershield-security.com. Silver Shield Security.
All right, everyone. And we are back. So, Nicole, if you would just tell us from your perspective, especially since you host a show that's all about prayer, how do you recommend people tap into that prayer when they are discouraged on this journey called life?
I would say to align and agree with the word of God. For the word of God never fails. It's the truth. That we're in a pandemic, everyone's held by fear and fake news. And fear means false evidence appearing real. If we can hold on to the truth, because Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. And yes, I know it can be difficult because as a nurse, I have to go out. As a health visitor, I go out to people's homes every day, and it's difficult. But hold on to God, hold on to Jesus, because he's the anchor in the storm. He never changes. When you look at the sun, you get up in the morning, the sun still shines, the moon still shines, the stars still shines. That's who God is. He never fails. He never changes. He'll never disappoint you. Sometimes he says, yes, wait. When you pray, yes, wait. It doesn't answer straight away. But as I said before, that's when the miracle begins. Find a scripture, hold on to it, let it be your anchor in the storm, because this is what I have been doing. Sometimes I feel like, oh my God, I'm going to go crazy. Oh my God, when we had lockdown, I can't get out, I can't go to church, I can't do this, the things that I wanted to do, but then I have to center myself, stay focused, keep my eyes on Jesus, knowing that he's the way, the truth, and the life. He does not change. When I look through the window, the sun still shines. That means God is still on the throne. He'll never leave you nor forsake you. Nothing. He never lies. He'll never break promises. You just need to learn to wait. Trust in his unchanging, impenetrable, everlasting, and eternal word. Even if it's one word, seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all other things shall be added unto you. Even if it's that one word, that one scripture, hold on to it and do not be afraid. The miracle happens when you keep going forward in faith. Keep going forward in faith. For you have to align and agree with God, his word, align and agree with his promises that never fail, that will never let you down, because it's truth. We are held in fear through COVID because of lies, because of fear, false evidence appearing real. Hold on to what is true. Hold on to what never fails, what never changes. He shows up every time when we need him to show up. Hold on to him. And I wrote a little poem that says, align and agree to stand against the attacks of the enemy. Align and agree, for never stop praying global will make him flee. So never stop praying until you break through. Hold on to that word because it's eternal. It will never change, for Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. Thank you.
Wow. Beep, beep. Y'all tight. Let me unmute everybody. Unmute yourselves. Unmute yourselves. And what are we going to say? What are we going to say to that?
Beep, beep,
Beep, beep, beep.
Yes.
And just so y'all know, Tanisha, if you would, please tell them, what does beep, beep mean?
Well, beep, beep, beep is actually part of Breakthrough Unstoppable Success. The bus, our Believe in Your Dreams bus, Breakthrough Unstoppable Success. So when we beep, beep, we're edifying that breaking through, that unstoppable success, that what you're hearing is a breakthrough. What you're hearing is unstoppable. What you're hearing is success. And that's all you're going to hear on Believe in Your Dreams television network. You're going to hear those type of television shows that empower you, inspire you. They're going to change lives one television show at a time. That's what we do.
I love it. I love it. And so beep, beep, beep. I done left the whole beep off. I'm new to this family, right? But I'm going to tell you, I get it. Beep, beep, beep. All right. We're going to break through on here. Now, how can people stay connected with you, Nicole?
So they can go to my website. It's called nspglobal.co.uk. On my Instagram, it's Nicole Roberts 9639. And then you can email me on nspglobal@yahoo.com.
Okay. And I have here on the private chat. Oh, I see website. NSP Global. Here, I'm going to put that right here in the comment section so you all can stay connected with Nicole Roberts. You don't want to miss any of the prayer that's going forward with her programming. And again, let me put this here. N is in Nancy, S is in Sam, P is in Paul, global, because I have podcast listeners too, global.co.uk. So nspglobal.co.uk. Okay. Make sure that you all stay connected with her program. And I'm going to keep things moving here, doing the best I can to get everybody in here. And this is working out. I think, let's see. With Tracy, we're going to go to you next. Okay. So Tracy Lowry, how are you today?
I'm fantastic. So happy to be here with you and the rest of the Believe family. It's always a pleasure.
I'm equally happy to have you here. And I know that you are also a part of the Believe in Your Dreams television network. The title of your show is The Hail to the Victor in You. That is such a good title.
Thank you so much.
I love it. Okay. So talk to us about what happened in your journey and just tell us something. Now you can go as deep as you want or as surface as you want. Tell us something that's happened in your journey that made you say, oh no, hail to me, the victor in me is coming forward. I think that sounded derogatory. Okay, let me wait a minute, everybody. I'm not doing the most over here because the way I said hail, it sounded kind of weird, but I'm saying HAIL, but not like, I ain't dealing with this. Hail to the victor. I still sound like the exact same. Never mind. Talk to us about it. The way I'm saying it sounds like I'm saying something else. Tell us your story.
Unfortunately and fortunately, there's been quite a few instances in my life where there's been really big traumas and experiences that really made me need to look inside and find some strength. And unfortunately, for a while, I looked for my source outside. I looked for validation in, like many other women, We look for the man to fix us or the man to turn our lives around. And that was not working so well. And I finally ended up in an emergency room one night. My family caught me trying to end my life. And it was that moment that I realized I need to find it in myself. And I say that, but really where the strength came from was God and prayer and my faith. But I realized other than that, it needed to come from me. So that's where my title came from. That's where I was like, you know what? It's time to hail to the victor in me. And I wanted to,
You know, I hate to interrupt you, but I'm so glad to hear that you said it the same way I said. I thought it was because I was from the projects, but you actually said it. Yes. You said it the way that I thought it should be said, right?
Yes.
So you said it. Okay, now say it one more time. You finally said what?
It's time to hail to the victor in me.
Yes. Beep, 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 baby.
Beep, beep. Yes.
All right. So now when you came to that realization that it's time to hail to the victor in you, what steps did you take that can be shared with everyone watching today that would help them be able to pull out that victor in themselves as well?
You know, I get a lot of variations of this question, and a lot of times people want that one thing that's going to just change your whole life, and there isn't. As far as what I have noticed in my life and helping others, it's not about the one big thing that you do. It's about the little things you do every day. So it came to a point where I had to realize what little things I needed to do every day. So this is when I really started to focus on balance and balancing all areas of my life. And sometimes I'm better at it than others, but I needed to really focus on filling my cup so then I could worry about helping fill others. But things like meditation and prayer, I find very, very important to keep my spirituality cup as full as possible. And I can tell when those are not doing so well. So whatever it is you believe in, I'm a daughter of faith and I believe in Jesus Christ and that's mine. But whatever it is you believe in, you got to find that bigger power. You got to find that source that really you can pull from in those moments of weakness when you feel weak yourself. And then, so building spiritually, but also physically too. I try and make sure I get some physical activity in throughout the day as well. So those are just some starting points of balance.
That's excellent. Physical activity. So you just have your routine that you do to make sure that you stay grounded and rooted and that you don't get too off kilter. Okay. That's some good advice, Tracy. I appreciate this. And listen, everybody, I want to make sure people know how they can stay connected with you, Tracy. Talk to us about that for a second as well.
Yeah, the best way really to get in contact with me is my website, because from there, that's kind of my center point. You can find my Instagram, you can find my Facebook and YouTube and all of that. And that's just my name. So it's www.tracylowry.com. And my email would be contact@tracylowry.com.
Excellent, Tracy. Now, I see in your bio here that you are a CEO and founder of a nonprofit organization too. So tell us about your nonprofit.
That would actually probably be Lauren.
Oh, let me see. Okay. That's Lauren. Oh man, I got my paper wrong. Y'all done messed me up. All right. So Lauren, that's your question. So you already know, because I see it. I am CEO, founder of a nonprofit organization. So I'm going to be talking to you about that in a minute. Okay. All right. So Tracy, what else do you do outside of hailing to the victor in you? Because you actually gave me the title of your show and that you're part of the network. So I really don't have too much more about you, but I would like to learn a little bit more about about you, Tracy, and tell us who you are outside of your TV show.
Well, I'm also a speaker and an author and a podcaster. And a lot of that stems from the Hail to the Victor in You. That's the title of my podcast now and my workbook series. I've got one out. I'm working on the number 2 of that workbook series. And I'm really just building on that. When the title came to me, it just really hit a chord. And so I'm using it and I'm going with it. I am also a registered nurse and absolutely love being able to serve in that aspect as well. And it's an awesome honor to be a part of this family.
Oh,
It really is
beep,
awesome.
beep, beep. And I love how family work together. Already you can tell that I feel like I'm now part of the family since I have a
You
show that's going to be on
are.
the network too, right? So the Kim Jacobs Show, everybody, just so you know, will be formally on Believe in Your Dreams Network. So beep, beep, beep,
Beep,
baby, you're part of
beep.
the family. But you see how family already works together. It was like, that would be Lauren, Kim. I don't want to call you out too much. So you did a great job by me already as my sister in the network. You didn't just let me like, there are people that leave you like, what's happening? And then they never even tell you that something's going severely wrong. So thank you for your graciousness and being able to handle that situation with me. I appreciate you. All right. So listen, we're talking with some of the directors here of Believe in Your Dreams Network. It is founded and owned by Dr. Nicole Peters, and she is absolutely a breath of fresh air. Her story is one that is life-changing, and she'll be back to share some more of her story. We have with us today the vice president, which is Tanisha Ramsay, and she has already shared some with us. If you are just tuning in, make sure you go back to the beginning of this broadcast because you don't want to miss any moment of it. And definitely go ahead and share it and start watch parties or do whatever you need to do because there's some great stuff that's still going to be happening here. So right now, clearly, you know who we're going to next, right? We're going to Lauren. How are you, Lauren?
I'm good. Thank you, Kim.
And I think the whole world already knows that you are a CEO, founder of a nonprofit, author, podcaster, speaker, and you are a TV host. Now, Lauren, what I don't have from you is what is the name of your show?
The name of my show is Show Up in Love, which is the same as my nonprofit.
Oh, Show Up in Love. Okay, talk to us about Show Up in Love.
Show Up in Love was a name I came up with. It really started from a book I wrote in 2020. And that's kind of where all of this was just like my stepping stone into what I'm doing now. From the book, I thought I was done. I was just going to write this book. I never wanted to be an author, first of all. I never liked writing. I wasn't good in school. So for me to write a book, it was just kind of downloaded to me one day when the pandemic started. I joined a virtual writing workshop for fun, and I just started writing. And from these writing prompts, I realized I had a story to tell. So once I finished the book, I kind of knew I knew I wanted to help more people. I just didn't know who I wanted to help.
Right.
So I started searching more. I started a podcast show with a friend of mine. And it was really kind of reaching everybody and anybody to help inspire people. And then from there, I said, you know what? I really want to focus on mental health and self-love because those are the two main things that I struggled with my whole entire life. For about 29 years, I had to figure out how to love myself. So from that, I started my own podcast show called Show Up in Love. And I was bringing on guests who share their stories of finding self-love through their mental health struggles. But I knew I wanted to help more. So I've always knew I wanted to help more people. So I found a lady, a nonprofit consultant who helped me discover that I could start a nonprofit. At first I was like, I can't do that because, I always had that imposter syndrome. Even when I became an author, I was like, I can't be an author. But then I said, no, you know what? I can do that. And I realized that I wanted to help that 16-year-old girl. So the nonprofit is Show Up in Love, which in a sense created my show name, Show Up in Love. And I really want to help 16 to 18-year-old girls discover self-love. So it's a 30-day self-love program to help teenage girls with their mental health challenges, ultimately finding their happiness and self-love. And it's the show is the same as my nonprofit. So I'm just kind of branching out and trying to reach more people with Show Up in Love.
I am so thrilled with your title, Show Up in Love. I was typing what you were saying, and you said, I never thought that I could be an author, but I had to realize that I could. So now you help girls with their own teenage girls with their own mental health challenges. What have you found to be the hardest hurdle to get people to change their mindset that are teenagers. Because I have a teenage daughter, and she's very different. I have 5 children. She's very different than my sons. A whole different thought process. She's her own person. She doesn't mind being independent. She could be around people, but she doesn't have to. And she has an opinion. She's a very kind of reserved young lady, but there are some things that I've personally have been going through, and I've talked to her about some of those, and she said, "Mom, you did the right thing. And I want you to know that I support you, and that it's really unfortunate and very sad that it wasn't handled, in my opinion." And this is her opinion. I was like, this is how this teenager thinks. So what are some of the things that you're dealing with when it comes to these teenage girls that are watching us as women go through our own battles? And what advice do you have?
Yeah, the nonprofit just launched just in January, so I'm reaching out to all the high schools in the districts to get girls enrolled in this. But when I was creating the program, I went back to being that 16-year-old girl. And when I was that 16-year-old girl, I thought about all the support I didn't have. What I know now, what would I have done back then? And I kind of just created this program of practicing affirmations in the morning, practicing your I am statements. I am loved. I am powerful. I am worthy. I am enough. Writing a gratitude in your daily journals. Every day doing a self-love practice to take care of yourself, even if it's just 5 minutes. And what I know is that the teenagers that I have just talked to randomly is that there's a lot of comparing on social media right now that's happening. There's a lot of cyberbullying. There's a lot of, TikTok is even, where I even sometimes compare myself as an adult. And I know that there are teenagers that are comparing themselves. And I think more importantly, it's the comparison part, and just realizing that you are enough and that you don't have to compare yourself to anyone, because the only competition is yourself. And if you can figure that out at 16 years old, I think that we can make better decisions as adults, because like I said, I was that 16-year-old girl that didn't have any support, and I could have made better decisions if I know what I know now, as far as like practicing self-love every day for myself.
That is so good. You are more than enough. You're more than enough. You don't have to compare yourself to anyone else. And even just having the daily practice of practicing affirmations and writing gratitude points and having self-love, these are all excellent words of encouragement. And what are we all going to say here? Let's go unmute ourselves. What are we saying? Yes, I love it. Lots of breakthrough. Lots of breakthrough going to come from your program of showing up in love. I know I'll tune in, and I definitely will have my daughter tune in, because I can see where you've been, because you've taken me on that journey, and how you've blossomed, and how you're now this unapologetically kind of strong, but yet very calm and encouraging and comforting. And it's a lot of qualities about you. So I would feel comfortable with my daughter, which I don't feel comfortable with a lot of people of handling my daughter, because I don't know what they're going to say to her. And she's very delicate, and she's been through some different things. So I would be very comfortable with her hearing what you have to say.
Oh, thank you, Kim. I appreciate
Thank you.
that.
Thank you. This is just, to me, this is a reminder here that we all have to share our gifts and our talents with the world. And that's why with the Kim Jacobs Show, we're bringing balance to this world, one household at a time. And it's our desire to have real, relevant, and relatable content that can connect with all of you all that are tuning in today and every day, each weekday here at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So listen, I want to make sure that people can stay connected with you, Lauren. How can they do that?
You just go to my Beacons page, which is beacons.com//Lauren Patterson. And that has everything. That has my social media. You can find my book there, my podcast show, as well as other things on that link.
This is really good. Really great. Lauren Patterson is, her Beacons page is beacons.page/Lauren. And that's with 2 R's, LORRINE Patterson. And you'll be able to get that information there. All right, so right now we still have two more people. Well, technically three, because one people are in the same bubble over there. They kind of need to get a room, and we'll talk about them. I'm saving them for last because they had some extra stuff going on today. So we're gonna save them for last. Is that fair? Beep, beep, beep. Okay. All right. So right now we're gonna get ready to go to is Shaniqua Johnson, and we're gonna take a commercial break. And when we come back, we're gonna hear from this powerhouse. I know that you all are enjoying today's broadcast. I'm doing everything I can to stay better at staying within my block of time, because I will take the show as long as it takes. I'll be like, look, it'll be 2 p.m. It's like, look, we still got some more to say, but I'm gonna do everything I can to get us in this block of time from 11 to 12, so people don't have to jump off or anything, as a courtesy to people's time. I'm doing better. Okay. All right. So right after this commercial break, we're gonna come back and hear from Shaniqua, and we're gonna go to all of your virtual studio audience comments. You're gonna see how I'm gonna flash them in in a few minutes here. So stay put and go ahead and share this broadcast. We'll be right back.
My father had 4 of his fingers amputated in a workplace accident. It was the first injured individual I represented, and I knew I had to win that case. When someone walks into my office and they've been injured, I know what they're going through. If you've been injured at work with Hunter and Average. We've got the experience, so let us help you.
All right, everyone. And we are back. And we're back with this beautiful queen, Shaniqua Johnson, RN, is an international inspirational speaker, best-selling author, wellness strategist, and television host of The Heart of the Matter with Shaniqua Johnson, RN, where she has heart-to-heart conversations. And I'll tell you what the heart-to-heart conversations are from her own words versus me telling you. Welcome, Shaniqua Johnson, to the Kim Jacobs Show.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. It is an honor. Like, it is an honor to sit here before, my amazing teammates, all of you, including you, Kim. Congratulations again on your show coming on to the Believe in Your Dreams television network. I'm just ecstatic to be here. So thank you. Thank you so much.
Well, I am happy to have you here as well. And I love your background. I just love everything about over there. You look so happy and vibrant.
Thank you.
And at the end of the day, though, it gets down to the heart of the matter. What is the heart of the matter, in your opinion?
The heart of the matter, well, there's a scripture in Proverbs 4:23 where the Lord is basically letting us know that we have to protect our hearts, because out of our hearts are where the issues flow. And we know that. We keep things held in, we keep things bottled in, we go into these protective modes over our hearts. So I want to get into a place where I'm having these heart-to-heart conversations with people who have gone through some things in life, because we all have. Whatever those issues or those challenges that people have had, we need to talk about it. Because you know what? When you're going through these trials of life, you often feel like you're alone. So we're going to be having heart-to-heart conversations on healing and wholeness for our mental health. We gotta take care of our minds, Kim. Like this world is just going rampant. There's so much going on, and it's because of what's thriving inside of our hearts. So we really do need to take on, yes, a protective mechanism, but we also need to make certain that we are open and honest about it so that we can help other people as well.
That's really good. Proverbs 4:23
You
says,
got it.
keep thy heart with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life.
That's
And
right.
so we are all full of issues in life, whether we share them publicly or whether we guard them close at heart. The point is, on this platform that you're going to be hearing, the heart of the matter, you're going to be deep diving into some of those heart of the matter issues and bringing them out, right? Now,
That's
do
right.
you have co-hosts, or do you teach yourself, or do you bring in guests, or what?
It's going to be a little mixture of me doing some teaching and some speaking myself, being an international inspirational speaker. I can't help myself. I have to, whatever the Lord gives me, I have to be able to download it. So there'll probably be a few segments on the Heart of the Matter with Shaniqua Johnson RN where it's going to be me speaking, but mainly I'm bringing in people to come in. Like, I'm going to have conversations with other people because I know I'm not alone. I know I'm not the only one that go through some stuff in life. I'm not the only one dealing with sadness or grief or depression or anxiety. There are people who are going through some things, but you know what's amazing about those people? They found the strength and the courage to keep going. They keep pressing forward and they keep doing the things that God has called them to do in spite of whatever feelings and emotions they're going through. So I got to bring in my guests where we're going to be talking about real life stuff and then showing and encouraging other people that, hey, you can do the same. And we encourage you to do the same.
That's so good. That's so good. Beep, beep, beep. Everybody unmute yourselves. Yes. And let's all show up right here with Shaniqua as she gets ready to kick off her Heart of the Matter show. And we're all giving you what? Beep, 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 beep. I'm so excited about this. Now, how can people stay connected with you?
Well, my website is www.shaniquajohnsonrn.com. And I'm like Tanisha here, like, you got to be careful with the spelling of our names. You can't mess up the spelling of our names because it's going to take you somewhere else. So that is SHENIQUA and johnsonrn.com. You can also reach me at my my email address is info@shaniquajohnsonrn.com. And hey, listen, I just got everything set up. My TV show is going to air on Sundays at 8 p.m. And so now we do have a website, theheartofthemattertv.com. And if you need to send me some emails, if you're watching the shows and you're just loving it, I love feedback. People can send me emails at info@theheartofthemattertv.com. So I'm here. I'm here for the people to reach out because we do have to talk about this thing called mental health. We got to talk about it.
Yes. I'm putting all of your contact information here. So you all right here in the comment section, you have every way that you can stay connected with Shaniqua Johnson, and make sure you spell it SHENIQUA Johnson, JOHNSON. And then let me also go back because I do want to make sure that we put with Lauren Patterson's, her show is Show Up, the and sign, love. So she wants you to show up and love, not just show up in love. That's what I said because I felt the love coming from her, but show up and love. Okay. All right. So thank you so much. Yeah. Wow. Shaniqua, I'm excited about you, and I'm going to definitely yield the floor to this couple that's in the same bubble over here, which we're saving for last and definitely not least, but we are going to be coming back and talking with this fantastic couple. Let's take a quick commercial break. I'm gonna need to kind of change the screen for a second to give these two commercials back to back a full screen. Okay, so you'll see me kind of remove everybody for a second so I can give them the opportunity to have their full screen, and we'll be right back after. I'm leaving y'all up there.
Nothing says I love you more than final expense insurance whole life protection. With funeral advocacy nationwide, saving you and your family 30 to 80% off funerals and cremations. Nothing says I love you more than Get Insured Solutions, LLC. GetInsured.Solutions. 704-499-3616.
Lamb Funeral Home has been serving the Cabarrus County in North Carolina and surrounding communities for more than 9 years. Our staff of funeral directors are dedicated to providing the very highest quality of service and continue to be well respected throughout the communities we serve. Our professionals are caring, experienced professionals who understand that each family is unique and has personal requests and traditions. These requests and traditions are the utmost importance to our staff of licensed funeral directors. From the initial care to aftercare, you can entrust your loved one and arrangements to Lamb Funeral Home.
We're coming back. We're coming back. We're coming back here because I had to clear the screen for a second to give them a chance to have their commercial. But we're back with this wonderful couple, and I'm going to pull you all front and center and tell everybody about you. Rio and Mika Watkins are power mate relationship strategists, transformational speakers, 3-time best-selling authors. They are coaches and matchmakers. Y'all be matching folk up. Y'all ain't playing, okay. Who champion busy singles who are sick and tired of the old way of building relationships and are ready to have a peaceful, drama-free love. Okay, I'm gonna stop there. This right here is a whole lot. Welcome. Yes, welcome to you all. How are you today?
We're doing excellent. It's the Kim Jacobs Show. It's the
Oh,
Kim
you can
Jacobs
sing?
Show. I cannot
Y'all
sing,
can
but I
sing.
was going to sing that. I cannot sing.
Well, if you're going to sing, it's the Kim Jacobs Show. It's something else you're going to sing in a second. I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit. We might close out with you singing a little something that I know about. Tell us about your show first, and then I'm going to make an announcement about you all.
Well, no doubt. Well, we're super excited to be here. Super excited to be here with the Believe Your Dreams Network family. My name is Rio.
And Mika.
The name of our show is The Love Ting, and you got to say ting, not tang. It's ting, So yes, we are super excited. We are power mate relationship strategists. Like, we really believe that. We talk about. You guys heard about building back the block and buying back the block and all that other stuff that we talk about in our community. We also believe that we have to build relationship wealth as well, and that's a big part for us. So we not only work with singles, we work with folks in all types of dynamics of relationship to help them really build the relationships they deserve.
Absolutely. And, where things really got started, especially with the ting part, is I'm Jamaican. I was
So
born
what are you exotic over there with your mole and you got a whole vibe about you? I was like, what am I seeing? You like hello. I'm like, I can't say hello like that. What in the world? Okay, go ahead.
She smells like mango too now. She smells like mango. Like, for real. All right.
So we had to bring in a little bit of island flavor, just for a little bit of a flair. But the reason why the show started is mainly because in the work that we were doing, we would be speaking to, so many singles. And one thing that we were realizing is that a lot of people, they were losing hope. They were losing hope in love of others, and they were even losing hope in love of themselves. So we were like, okay, there has to be something that we can do about it, because we know that we came from a background of brokenness and trauma, and we were able to go through a process of healing, of even being healed from divorce. Yes, we're married, but this is the second marriage for both of us. So how could we go through our transformation and get ourselves to this point where we now have what we call a power mate relationship? How can we help others to do the same thing? So that's exactly how the show got started.
Wow. Okay. So can you tell us a tip on how you can help other couples become power mates that may have lost hope?
Absolutely. The first step is to recognize that you are where you are. See, oftentimes we go through the things that we go through and we allow ourselves to just kind of push them to the side and sweep them under the rug. But then we still have our heart's desires, right? We still want to show up and have relationships that are filled with love. We still want to be with people where we can communicate openly and effectively. We still want people to come and show us love. But we haven't even gotten to the root of sometimes why we feel like we can't have that. So the first thing that people need to do is to recognize that, no, I am not broken. No, I am not flawed. No, I am not, second choice of anything. Those things happen to me. I experienced that trauma. I experienced that hurt. I experienced that neglect because I was chosen to grow. And those are the very things that's my story is going to be my strength that I'm going to stand on. So when I do show up in my singleness, I'm showing up whole, and I'm not showing up for the other person to complete me. I'm showing up where I'm going to be a compliment to the other person, and the other person is going to be a compliment to me.
That's good. That's real good. He looked like, oh man, babe, I want to marry you again. Look how he was looking. He was
All
looking
over
at
you.
you like, oh my God, I love her. I love her. Did you want to say anything, Rio, other than just gawking at your wife?
I love to gawk at my wife, but just to echo what she was saying, I think that a lot of us have gotten attachment and love confused. And a lot of times we work with people, we find out that's really what they've been experiencing is a lot of attachment to other people for various reasons. The first thing we have to do is we have to go within. We got to understand what love is really about. We got to understand how to really love ourselves before we love somebody else. It might sound cliche, but there's definitely work that has to go into it before we try to get in a relationship with somebody else. So that's the first thing, right? Really understand who you are. Really look in the mirror and love yourself. Really understand I can be by myself in a room and not get anxious. Be in that place, be in that space before you try to enter into a relationship. That's how you build something healthy and a strong foundation you can build on.
Absolutely.
Wow. And on that note, okay. Let them know how they can stay connected with you right quick. Say that, and then we're gonna be doing some beeps. Go ahead.
So the best way to stay connected with us is actually right there on the screen through our website, powermates.io. Like Tracy said, that's our home. So from there, you'll be able to link directly to our Facebook, to our Instagram, to our podcast, to the TV show, like all of it. So powermates.io, that is our home where you can find out so much more information about us and what we do.
All right. And today, just so everybody that's still here for a few minutes with us, we're getting ready to close out. And I did an excellent job, y'all. I can tell you, I did a great job getting everybody in. It got all the people recognized, got your websites and everything. So, sometimes you got to celebrate yourself. I'm patting myself on the back. Beep, beep, beep. Okay. But listen, we want to give a really big beep, beep, beep to you all today because it's what today for you all. Let's go back and just all check it out.
Oh,
this power couple, guess what it is for them? It's their anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
It's their anniversary.
Wow.
I'm so excited to be able to celebrate with you all today. Happy anniversary. What year is it for you all?
Oh, that is very sweet. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
What year is it?
Oh, okay. Do you know what today is? It's our anniversary.
Oh my Lord.
Maybe you and me. That wasn't, I haven't had no lemon tea today, so that may why I can't hit the note. But yes.
You know what? When you can get silly for your wife in front of everybody, it's such a beautiful moment. So everybody check them out at powermates.io. And we are so honored to be able to have you today on the Kim Jacobs Show on your anniversary. My cheeks are hurting having all of you on today. Listen, if you all are loving this type of programming and comes on Monday through Friday is when our show actually airs at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time daily, then feel free to pour into the program in some regard. You can Cash App at $ Kim Jacobs Inc. You can do paypal.me/Kim Jacobs Inc. and do other things as well. So there are lots of different ways. If you're interested in starting your own show from scratch, because some people want to start their own shows or they want to know how to work these platforms that I've learned how to work, from having a show on PBS and having a show on the Word Network, being sponsored before by Coca-Cola, doing balance makeovers in people's homes and things that I've traveled with Les Brown, different things that I've learned along my journey. These are things I can pour into you as well. So all you have to do is just go right to kimjacobsconsulting.com, and I would be honored to help you on your journey as well. Anybody have one closing comment that you want to say, that maybe, you know how you're on a show and you're like, dog, I need to say one more thing and I didn't get to say it. Let's start with you, Tracy.
I just want to say thank you. It's a pleasure to be here on your show and to support you. Welcome to the family. Beep, beep, beep. We're so glad to have you and all that you bring with you. And thank everyone for, all the comments. I've been trying to keep up as well. And we're just so grateful for this platform and opportunity and to have you a part of the family.
Thank you. Did you have anything you want to say? And I don't want to call you all out. So if anybody has a closing comment, go ahead and just unmute yourself and say it right quick.
Well, I was going to graciously go last. So if anybody else want to say something before I close this out?
This is a powerful opportunity to be connected with some TV that is positive, that is really making a change for our people, that I think is really going to last and stand the test of time. This is really an empire. Even bigger than this is a kingdom building situation here. So we hope that you all tune in to every single show, because everybody's a powerhouse, and it's the Kim Jacobs Show. All right, I yield the mic.
Anybody else?
Yeah, I just want to say keep loving you because self-love is the best love, and keep spreading more love into the world because we need that. So thank you, Kim, for having me.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Anybody
so
else?
I'll just say, and see, now that I'm saying nobody else can talk, okay? No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. The beautiful thing about Believe in Your Dreams Television Network is that we are a family. And like Lauren said, there's no competition. And I love how our CEO, Dr. Peters, says she doesn't even believe in competition. It's only collaboration. We are here celebrating each other's beautiful gifts, the authenticity of you. So if you're looking for authentic programming, if you're looking for something different, you'll find something different in each one of our shows. It amazes me how 4 of us up here are nurses, registered nurses. And because nurses, see, we're going from the front line to front stage. The healing that we use to help heal bodies, that nurturing spirit, that healing spirit that's inside of us that we use to heal bodies, now God has given us the opportunity to heal souls, to heal hearts, to heal brokenness, to heal despair, to heal defeat. All of those things that we're having the opportunity to share on Believe in Your Dreams Television Network. And you're going to find us on all the major digital platforms. You're going to find us on Amazon Fire, Apple TV, Roku, Sony Select, LG TV, Smart TV. If you have a mobile device, you'll be able to subscribe right on your mobile device. There's no place that you're not going to be able to find good programming in Believe in Your Dreams TV. It's clean TV. It's a variation of all different kinds of shows. We have cooking shows, faith-based shows, inspirational shows, comedy shows, any type of TV you're looking for. If you're looking for something that can feed your spirit, and you're looking for something that's not going to be toxic or, hood radish, you won't find that on Believe in Your Dreams TV. You're going to find those things that empower, inspire, because we know that we're a reflection of God. And so his spirit lives inside of us. So all we can do is reflect his spirit. So you're not going to find no darkness. You're not going to find no negativity. You're not going to find no hating. You're only going to find the light on Believe in Your Dreams Television Network. And so we thank you for allowing us to have the opportunity to now partner with the Kim Jacobs Show as a member of our family. And we are indeed a family, and we're changing one television show at a time and coming into every home across the world. Thank you.
No wonder you were like, I need to go last. Like, that's it. I mean, okay. So listen, everybody, you put in so many different comments. I will go and just quickly go through some of them if I can here. I'm going to pop them up. We have to take care of our minds. I see you saying beep, beep. Oh, you know what? That didn't even go to the top. Lord have mercy. I don't know. Okay, y'all, we're probably going to have to just go back and look at all of the comments after today, but love your mission. People are just putting so many positive. Kim is one of the hosts of the show as well. Dr. Nicole Peters put so many comments on here, and she is the president and CEO of Believe in Your Dreams Network. We thank you just for being so involved and caring about everyone that's on your platform, Dr. Peters. We don't take it for granted. Beep, beep, beep to you for the vision that God gave you. That's how I'm going to do my beep, beep, beep. I'm going to be a beep, 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 beep. Yeah, I got to do a little bit of like, hey, hey. Okay. Anyway, Never Stop Praying Global. Ernetta Caldwell, y'all, she would be a great person to have a show. If you all are interested in having a show on Believe in Your Dreams Network, please reach out to me. I will connect you with Dr. Peters or whomever she tells me to connect you to, Tanisha, or on her platform. Ernetta Caldwell wrote a book about how to heal from a broken heart. And this woman's story is just phenomenal. And she now teaches people about vision and stuff. It's incredible. So she's one of our experts here on the Kim Jacobs Show. Hail to the victor in you. So lots of comments, guys. I'm just going to try and flash them up probably as I'm getting ready to close out the show, because I'm getting ready to close out the show. Young people need more people to show them that they are enough and that they are beautiful no matter what. Your mission is amazing, Lauren. I don't want to brush over any of these comments. Young women really need to learn that, Lauren. God bless you. This is just so many comments. Beep, beep, beep. I see all your beeps. A beep, beep. Shaniqua, beep, beep. Y'all got beeps and all kinds of stuff going on. People have just showered you all with love on here. Sister Shaniqua, hey, everyone. Health matters. Mental health definitely matters. And people are just pouring in healing and wholeness. Hey, 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 my sisters, take care of our minds. Oh, you name it. Some comments have been, you're not alone. Oh, Athena Robertson is our sunshine expert here on the Kim Jacobs Show. And she always brings joy to every Friday that she comes on. And her story is phenomenal as well. I see you. I see all of you all, Darissa, all of you, Kim Ling Ling, Carol Pompey, you name it. I see all of your comments and we do not take anything. The heart of the matter, Darissa, yes, that's exactly where we're getting to with, let's go with Shaniqua's show. Ernetta, beep, beep, beep. Virginia Rutherford Hall says, thank you, Lauren. Thank you so much. You are right. We're more than enough. Show up and love. Our president said, yes, we must talk about mental health, and that's happening on the platform. Keep the conversations going. Everybody's an inspiration is what's being shared. Beep, beep, beep. You name it. Okay. So it's hundreds of comments. I won't be able to get through all of them. That love ting rocks. Y'all are looking fabulous. Love ting, Rico and Mika. It's lots of power mates. Love your mission of your show. First step is to recognize that you are where you are. I hope I didn't miss any comments. I see you, Mom. I know you're out there because I saw one of your comments come through and you be like, my mom be like, nah, I don't care what done went down. I don't care what went down. You better have recognized me. My mama, I see you. I see you. Beep, 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 beep. Okay, dig within. Great job. Okay, everybody. On that note, we're going to have to close today's episode. And I will be, I want you all just to stay backstage for 1 minute, if you don't mind, because I need y'all to do one more thing for me. And I'll be a guest on this platform with Dr. Hillary Gooden tomorrow. We're going to be getting acquainted and talking about National Fasting Month at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll go live. And we're talking about fasting, but I'm going to be talking from a balanced perspective about lots of things that we need to fast from. So y'all want to tune in to find out what some of those are. And it's not just food. All right. So we'll go from there. Everybody have a great rest of your day. And I'll see you tomorrow with another special guest right here on the Kim Jacobs Show. Y'all are amazing. I could do this forever with y'all. All right. I'll see y'all later. Stay backstage. Hello, everyone. I'm Kim Jacobs, host of the Kim Jacobs Show, where we're bringing balance to the world, one household at a time. Listen, we go live every weekday, Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I bring guests on that talk about their backstories, things that they've had to overcome to become who they are today. Many of them are balancing and juggling life, and they've become experts in different fields. So they're sharing tips with you to make your life just a little bit easier. Many times as a guest in the studio audience, you'll get a chance to walk away with a missing piece of the puzzle that might be missing in your life. Let's go on this journey together, and I look forward to seeing you Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on the Kim Jacobs Show.